Hello my friend, did you know what a shark is capable of? I'll tell you now, enjoy watching. Sharks belong to the class of cartilaginous fish. They have an elongated torpedo-shaped body, as well as a large caudal fin and many teeth on both jaws. Most sharks sleep on the bottom while pumping water through their gills. Their eyes are open during sleep so as not to miss the danger. Sharks of the genus Catran can sleep in motion. Some shark species remain conscious all the time. The ability of the hemispheres of the brain to take turns resting allows them to lead such a lifestyle. Sharks are in constant motion chasing prey. They waste a lot of strength and energy, so they constantly feel hungry. Sharks, due to the peculiarities of their physiological structure, are simply doomed to continuous movement. Naturally, all living things need oxygen, but sharks lack gill covers that allow water to pass through them. Therefore the shark has to swim with its mouth slightly open to capture water, otherwise oxygen will not flow to all organ. By passing water through the mouth, the fish removes it through the gill openings. The heart does not have enough power to keep the pressure at a constant level. In this regard, the shark constantly helps to distribute oxygen throughout the huge body due to regular muscle contraction. The organ of hearing is the inner ear, located inside the cartilaginous capsule. Predatory fish are able to pick up low-frequency sounds infrasound. The ear also helps to maintain balance. The white shark has the best hearing among sharks. Sharks have a sensitive organ, a lateral line running inside the skin along the side of the body. It reacts to water fluctuations and allows fish to navigate in space, hunt and perform other vital functions. The shark effortlessly finds a potential victim for itself, both in muddy water and in the bottom soil, feeling even the faint signals of its heartbeat. Most sharks have teeth that grow in several rows from 3 to 20 on both jaws. Each row includes about 30 teeth. Thus an adult can have 200-15,000 teeth. Sharks have a fairly extensive diet, as well as an extensive food supply of the world's oceans. Moreover, the stomach of sharks is designed so that it can stretch while it not only digests food, but can also prepare it for future use. The main component of gastric juice is hydrochloric acid, which dissolves even metal. Therefore, it is known that sharks do not limit themselves in food at all, and are able to swallow everything that comes in their way. The shark's natural enemies include dolphins, including killer whales, swordfish, crested crocodile, marlin. The confrontation with dolphins arises against the background of the division of food items such as fish, and sharks fight for large mammals with killer whales. When a shark attacks a swordfish, it often becomes its victim. Since this fish has a nose as long as a sword, it simply pierces the gill slits, which leads to the death of the predator. Marlins are not very friendly, so they can attack the shark themselves. There is another kind of enemy, and invisible ones. These are bacteria and parasites that take away a particle of strength and energy from these predatory fish every day. The average speed of movement of sharks is about 8 km/h. If necessary, this indicator can increase to 19 km per hour. The white shark makes high-speed jerks of about 50 km per hour. The body of sharks is covered with very strong placoid scales. Each scale is a diamond-shaped plate with a spike at the protruding end. Shark scales are called dermal denticles because they are similar to teeth in terms of strength and structure. The scales fit snugly together. Because of this, at first glance it seems that the skin is perfectly smooth and even. But if you run your hand over it in the opposite direction from the tail to the head, the rough effect immediately becomes noticeable. The skin feels like sandpaper. Some sharks have receptors so sensitive that they recognize the smell of blood in a ratio of 1 to 1 million. That is, they are able to feel it at a great distance. Dissolved in a large mass of water, vision in some fish species is characterized by increased acuity. In addition, they are able to distinguish small details and some colors. The frequency of perception is 45 frames per second. In some species, the eyelid is blinking, in others it is not. To protect the eyes from damage, sharks of the second type roll them up during an attack. Most sharks are predators. Nutrition depends on the characteristics and habitats of the species. Among them are those that feed on plankton and small fish. These are whale, giant and largemouth sharks. Bottom-dwelling species feed on crabs, crustaceans, and some species on plankton. The white shark hunts large fish, seals, sea lions, small cetaceans, and can eat carrion. If you get acquainted with ancient Greek myths, you can definitely find a mention of sharks. Not so long ago, the Japanese considered these predators to be sea demons who took the souls of sinners into the sea. The Australian Aborigines inhabiting the northeast of the country generally believed that the maka shark was the ancestor of their tribes. Polynesians living on the Hawaiian Islands treat sharks in a completely different way. According to their ancestors, the 9 sharks represent the gods who guard both the ocean and the entire Hawaiian people. Shark longevity is directly related to shark teeth because if a predator loses its main weapon, it will not be able to feed. Sharks are common in the waters of the world ocean. Thus, they live in all oceans and seas. Cartilaginous fish prefer coastal waters, reef zones, equatorial and near-equatorial waters. Some shark species are equally comfortable in both salt and fresh water. Therefore, they can swim into rivers. Such species include the blunt-nosed shark, the common gray shark, and others. I hope you like these incredible facts. Subscribe to the channel, like, write comments, and then there will be many more interesting things. See you later, my friend.